Now, David Smith, SA Life's Editor-in-Chief and Managing Director, that's some title, David. You should be proud of that. Was that self-anointed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good on you. I've got to increase mine from MD to something else a bit better. Look, a question from Russell Sintaro. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm thinking of selling my home soon. How can I make sure it ends up in an edition of SA Life? So basically, that's asking the timing of it and what's involved in getting into it.
Okay. We go to press with the real estate section last. We send the rest of the back of the magazine first. So 5 days out, we're still taking material. That's the deadline. But I think if I was the owner selling a house, I'd be thinking of talking with TOOPS a couple of months before that to allow plenty of planning time into how the ad should be prepared. What are the features, rather than rushing in and saying, "Quick, I want to sell my house," because I think planning is everything. The other thing is with TOOPS ads, because the contract is the largest, there is a way, I think, that an owner should be talking with the agent. Okay, where will it appear within the section? You know, is there a premium?
There's only one front
page.
There's only one front page.
There's only one front page. Exactly, and that is the front page of the magazine. That's page 1 of 304 pages in this magazine. So I think that apart from presentation, I think an owner would be wise to consider the marketing of the house and talking to the agent well in advance. Okay, when should I put this on? How can I do this? What photographs do I need to have arranged with you? And how can I get the best advantage? Should it be a page? Should it be a spread? What's the house worth? What's the sensible size of the ad? 1 page or 2 pages? And where should it go? But there is only one front page, and TOOPS have had that for 9 years. Entering 10.
Yeah. And that's been with some pain, but overall it's been good. It's been great. Now, Dave, this is a question from me. I have asked of me all of the time, when can I get an editorial, in your magazine, which I don't recall ever asking you, because I just haven't. But we're asked all of the time, how do I get my property as an editorial in your magazine? And then the other question is, because then we'll sell it. And I'm going, well, my understanding from our early discussions 9 years ago was that you'll never run an editorial at the same time as the marketing. Yeah,
there's a really good reason for that. If that were the case, the prospective buyers will see straight through that. They'll say, "Oh, this guy's advertised, so therefore he's got the editorial. So why does he have to do that to sell his house?" So if it were me and I thought I had a property that I might be going to sell in the future, but I hadn't made my mind up.
So 6 or 12 months down the track.
I'd ring our editor and say, "Look, I'd be honest. I'm not going to put it on the market for a while. Be honest, because we won't put stuff in that's current." There is another way of doing this, however, and that is we have another magazine called SA Homes and Interiors, and that's a very commercial magazine. It doesn't have real estate advertising in it, as in homes for sale like you sell, but I think one of the things that I've had a home that was featured in a magazine in Sydney, or a national magazine. I didn't do it. I just bought the home, but it's a proud thing. And it's a good point of sale. So if you've had it in the magazine sometime previously, open the page, put it up on the website, put it on the TOOPS website so you can flick the pages over, So don't, I'm wary of advertorials, because to me that is a way that people abuse their property. I don't think that that's right. But genuine editorials, yes, we'll look at.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, David, thanks.
By the way,
yeah?
we're going to ask you about one later.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, we are. We
Oh,
decided the other day that there's something that you do that we're going to ask you about. So
Oh,
I know you might
I'm
have asked
intrigued.
anything in the past. We've done Kensington Road, but we've got something else in mind, Anthony.
Oh, I wonder what that would be, David. All right, well, we'll talk about that off here. David, thanks so much for coming in. Have a fabulous Christmas.
Thanks,
all the very best with the magazine.
Thank you.
It is an impressive 1.2 kilos, and I must say that we're thrilled with how it's looking.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Pleasure.
David.
Thank you.
Now let's go and look at some hot property. Well, that's the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to check our website for any extra details about the properties. Next week on the show, Tom Pennis, Advertising Director of News Limited. He is a very interesting guy and you'll hear all about the latest in advertising and marketing. So we'll see you next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, live and interactive here on TOOP TV. In the meantime, let's go to Hot Property.